Alright, this should be better. Check it out. Put it over on the chair.
Put it on this one. Yeah.
So today we're going to be making some burnt ends utilizing the country style ribs. So first thing you got to do is get these all seasoned up. So it looks to be about a 5 to 7 hour process. Should be ready for dinner tonight. First time I'm making these. Yes, 5 to 7 hours. So there's bones in here. I'm going to leave them in for now, just to make it easier after I'm done cooking. At least cooking them for a little bit, I can take them off. So the process is going to be, obviously we'll set these up. We'll go ahead and season them, and we'll let them sit for about half an hour. And then after that, we're going to put them on the grill, 225 for 5 to 7 hours, probably 5 hours, and it should basically, once it hits 170 degrees, then we're going to take them off, and I'll kind of come back with a video with that later on today. We'll take them off at 100 when these hit 170 degrees, and then we'll cut them up. So we'll remove the bone. We're going to cut these up into like little 1-inch cubes, and then put them back on the grill. I'll probably heat them up a little bit faster. You could continue at 225 until the internal temperature hits about 200. I'm going to probably, just for the sake of time, pop them back on the grill at, I don't know, 400 degrees or so I get the internal temperature up to, again, 200 degrees. So end of the day, you want the internal temperature of the meat to be 200 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and lay these out here. I got these out of Sam's Club. Pretty good price. They're pretty sad. I'm gonna probably need more foil. We'll just have to make it work. What's up, kiddo? Yeah. So if anybody's watching and you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. You know, it's a little early. But we're gonna have some fun today, because it's Sunday. Alright, so those are all out. And what we'll do is real quick wash your hands. Good. Alright, now, first step, we're going to take some mustard. Doesn't really matter the flavor, doesn't matter the spiciness, because you're not going to really taste it. And all this really does is this brown sugar bourbon that I picked up, and you can use whatever you want to, taste good. This brown sugar bourbon spice, if I just put it on there right like that, it's not really going to stay on. So we're going to go ahead and put some mustard on, a couple of these, front and back. We'll get them going. I don't need that right now, but thanks, kid. We'll do that. We usually use that with ribs. You don't need a ton of mustard on these. Yeah, well, it's part of the game. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and put some of this on. Flip it over, do the same thing. Anybody just joined us? Once again, we're doing pork rib style burnt ends. These are good. And we're going to let these sit after you season them for about, again, half an hour. Does a couple things, gets it up to room temperature, and then also allows these spices to kind of mix in. What's up, kid?
I was wondering, couldn't you like take off the extra stuff that doesn't stay on?
Nope. We're going to continue to use that. And see how the mustard kind of keeps it on there, Abs? Keep some of this on. You want to sprinkle some on?
Always help.
Alright. That's good. Put them down in here. Okay, good. And then, use our hands when we rub the sides so you get it on the sides too. I'm going to flip it over.
I'm helping.
Yes, you are. Whoa!
You said pretty long.
Yeah, that was a lot. I'm going to save some for the rest of them. Hang on. I might put a salvage some off of this.
This is what you do when you make a mistake.
It happens. Alright. Excuse me, I gotta get in your spot now because I have to put more mustard on.
Here, I'll put everything on this and rub it in.
Okay. You don't have to go crazy with the mustard. Put that baby over. Nope, we don't need any more mustard. We're good. Just put some of the spice on. Alright. Oh, hang on there, killer. Alright, one more. Okay. Over here. Back here. One more. That's good.
That's pretty much enough.
That's way more than enough. There's a dog under here really hoping that she gets something falling on the ground. Alright, more over here. Whoa! Alright, keep going. I'll just rub it all in at once. There we go.
She's not gonna do anything.
Alright, so we are all set to leave this sit for a while. Half an hour we're going to let this sit for, and then we're going to throw it on the smoker at 225 degrees and let it sit for until it hits the internal temperature of 170. So we're at the point where we had to pull it out. Set of 170, which we'll look at in a second. And then we're going to go ahead and set up the. We're actually going to set up another injection for it, and it's a spicy injection. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and melt a whole stick of butter. So not really conducive to the waistline, but hey, listen, no good food is. And then we're going to mix in some of this dinosaur barbecue, and you can use whatever hot sauce you want. I'm just adding this because we had it, and it's a barbecue sauce kind of mix up there. So put this in a microwave for about 30 seconds. And while we're waiting for that, we're going to start cutting up our ribs here. So this one cooled off a bit since I pulled it off the grill, but it was a 170 when I pulled it off. I'm just going to cut it up into 1-inch cubes as best we can. Look at that. It's already got that nice smoke ring on there. Alright, keep going with that. Got a lot of cutting to do here. Oh yeah, good stuff. So, just to kind of recap what we did here, these are country style ribs, for the most part no bone, and we seasoned them up with some of this brown sugar bourbon. Use whatever you like. Starting to get a nice little bark on it already. Look at that. So once we put it in the smoker at 225, we waited until the internal temperature got to be 170 degrees. And then we took it off, and we're going to go ahead and start injecting it. So I'm going to spare you guys some time here, and you don't have to necessarily watch me do all of it. Maybe a little bit more. I'm still waiting for the butter to kind of come down. It's 1-inch cubes on these. That's pretty good there. This one can get cut. Alright, we got our butter here. Just going to go ahead and finish melting that up. Then we're going to dump in some of this, again, Dinosaur Barbecue Wango Tango. Almost like a 1-to-1 ratio. Mix that up nice. And then we're going to inject all of these little pieces. Bring some of these over. I recommended doing it in a bag to reduce how much it's going to splatter all over you. But I'm just going to roll with it. Right into the side there. Just like that. Okay, good. So I'm going to be doing that a bunch more times. And then I'm going to put them back on the grill to finish cooking. I'm going to move them up to 200 degrees, and then I will be done. And then we're actually making, you can do anything you want with this, but we're making some tacos tonight with this as the filler, so I'm really excited about that. I'll show you guys all the finished product when I'm done, and thank you for watching. Talk to you soon.